Hi, my name is Mark Newman, Chief Analyst at TM Forum. I'm delighted to be here today with Samit Banerjee. Samit is Divisional President of Amdocs Cloud and Hybrid Managed Services. And Samit and I will be talking a little bit about maximizing telco IT business value. So Samit, good day to you.
Good day, Mark.
What are the main ways in which cloud operations are different from running traditional on-prem systems?
Yeah, see, I will start first from the technology side. So technologically speaking, we have in cloud things like microservice, where you have small components of the solution of the applications which are getting dropped as and when they are going through their releases. Things like how you have the orchestration systems using Kubernetes. Things like the entire CI/CD platform, which has to be really robust in place in cloud because it's not data centers anymore. All these different things that we are talking about, that technology aspect itself is different when you are coming to the cloud. And Amdocs operations brings each one of these facets in the full DevSecOps methodology and the framework to the fore. So that's about the technology aspect. Now, if you talk about, let's say, optimization, you are constantly trying to optimize your application. Not that you are not doing it in the previous days of on-premise data center applications also, you were, but now it becomes much more relevant because you do not want to get a bill shock at the end of the day, that how much did you use in the cloud, and oh my god, my bill is going right through the roof. So that should not happen. So the aspect of optimization of your applications constantly as you're operating them is something that has to come into this operations angle over here. Then you also have the aspect of running the operations, which is going to constantly self-heal itself. It is going to make sure that there is an auto resolution is taking place all the time, because you do not have so much of manpower and so much of resources available like in the data center days to be able to do that in the cloud days.
And if we look at telcos migrating to cloud more broadly, in a broader holistic context, what are the real burning issues for you?
Yeah, so there are two major issues that I feel is on the top of the mind for the telcos. Firstly, they have a huge array of applications, okay, with them that is there from a long time, that is constantly getting added and added. How do they make sure that they are cloud ready? How do they ensure that that will actually work in the cloud? If the telco today decides that, yes, I'm going to move this 100 applications to the cloud, will it work? Is it ready for the cloud? They don't know. There's a lot of assessment which comes into play. And by the way, this is where I mentioned earlier on that we have a consulting practice. This is where we can come and say, hey, you know what? You need to probably attack these set of applications first, and they can be moved first. And here are the next set of applications which can be assessed, and you need to make some modifications, some adaptations that you need to do with your application such that they can move to the cloud. So this whole assessment of, do I have my applications in a state where I can move it to the cloud, is a big topic for them, and they're just constantly trying to evaluate that. The second one, of course, is about cost. The big one is about cost. That, okay, fine, I will do my cloud journey. I have figured out how my applications will move to the cloud. And now what happens to my cost? Okay, and is it going to come down? Is it going to come down dramatically? Or is it going to go up? Now that's a big kind of a question mark in their mind. Okay, so these are the two burning topics that the telcos are trying to deal with.
And on this cost issue, how can you help customers to control their cloud costs?
Yeah, so this is where we are talking about the FinOps as a module. Okay, so FinOps module is something that comes into play over here. While the traditional cloud providers like AWS and Google and Microsoft, they will provide some aspects of monitoring of your resource utilization and the cost that is getting associated with it. It does not always give you the finest of the details. So what we have done in Amdocs is, as part of our HCMP platform that we are having, the hybrid cloud management platform, we have a component of FinOps which is much more advanced. So if you want, you can drill down as much as you want to the application level to understand which application is causing an issue. If it is something that is burning your budgets, and you know that this is going to become a problem, it can give you much more in advance the notification and the alerts to say this is where the problem lies. This is what is continuously hogging your cloud resources. You need to do something about it. And again, the system can take actions, immediate actions based on the alerts and the AI mechanisms that we have inbuilt into that, or you can create a pattern out of it, a trending out of it to say that, okay, I need to take an action which is 2 months down the line or 1 month down the line. So our FinOps module is going to give you different slices and dices of information and inputs to the operator to be able to take those calls as to what can be done immediately, automatically, in a self-healing kind of a mode, and what can be done in a long-term basis.
Well, Samit, thank you very much for sharing your thoughts with us today. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. It was a pleasure. Thank you.